What is that? Hey, it's your girl Andrea, and something exciting is almost here. So, we gotta go fill some creek feeders yet again for the barn really quick, but I just wanted to get this video started because in about 10 minutes, something exciting is gonna be here. So, as I said, we just finished feeding. Yeah, I know, it's fine. Still left. Hey, what is that? So now I gotta unhook this butte and change out the PTO shaft piece, whatever it is, and hook her on the new feeder so I can get her hooked up and ready to rock. So we're getting her all hooked up, ready to rock. U550D vertical twin mixer. It is so humid outside, it's not even funny. This is rough. So we don't have a Bluetooth scale on it yet, so that's why he went to the side. He has to look at this and load like the good old days. He's having a good old time doing it, but mix. That's another like 2,000 pounds. So, it's now quite a few hours later from me recording the first part of this video. It was so hot this morning, like we were melting, and props to the guys at Post Equipment on Northwest Iowa. Sweating, literally just like dripping from getting the hydraulics hooked up on this thing. So because we don't have 3 controls for hydraulics, there's only 2 in here, we had to do some little modifications with the hydraulics. That way, normally they have the 3 for, you know, unloading and kicking the feet out, all that stuff. Well, we can get it to work with 2, we just won't have as much control essentially with the discharge auger. I'll show you. As you can see, 2 of the hydraulics are not hooked up, but we did just do some little manual capping and stuff down here to make it work. We can still unload everything. We just had to set it up this way because we only have the 2 on this tractor. So this is the one we'll use for the most part, but this is the U550D, small enough that we can load with a skid loader, but big enough that it's bigger than what we had. So she mixed pretty dang uniform. The flies I found at IC, she's nice and shiny, but it looks phenomenal up in there. Nice cow feed. It has settled some, but it's nice and light and fluffy, and we might potentially be able to get the entire cow barn on 1 load of feed. So how awesome and less time consuming would that be versus 3 loads like it is right now with the other feeder wagon. So we'll demo it, see what our thoughts are, and maybe it'll go back, maybe it won't, we'll find out. Good morning. It is a little bit cooler, thankfully. We are cleaning the alleyway in the barn quick. As much as it was like super hot, we didn't want to disturb the cows at all because they were just very comfortable, and if you get them up and moving, obviously that produces more heat. So we let the alleyway go an extra couple of days before scraping, and it's a little wet in there because it rained and it's been humid. So we'll have to bed pretty heavy today, but all the cows made it through for the most part. We had one cow that was kind of going backwards beforehand, the heat did her in, and then a calf that has been a pain since the day he was born. So other than that, I think the fats all actually handled okay. The steers completely went off feed. Like there's like 3 of them eating. The heifers did a little bit better, but kind of to be expected, and honestly I'm not even mad at them because it was so hot that I don't blame them for not wanting to eat. Dun, dun, dun. So, towards the end of the bunk, looks really uniform. Same consistency. Here's the very beginning. Exact same consistency. So I have never driven this little tractor, the 125A. So I'm learning how to drive this tractor. It's got more of like the old-fashioned controls. So it's a new tractor, newer, with the old tractor goodness. So he's gonna load and make me drive across the yard. Got some fun, so I'm just chilling like a villain, waiting. Must be important. Look what made it. The beautiful scale head. So I'll have to hook that up after we get this fed. He's out and about now actually mixing, so I don't know who called him, but it must have been important. Part of this feeder or the wagon is that you can load from both sides because you're not worried about hitting anything, where the other one you only really could load from the one side safely. So I'm wondering if he might actually load silage on this side. Probably not because I can't see his scale, but once we have the iPad he could dump either side, which is actually really nice versus only having one side. Beautiful. He's looking at his scale, counting and doing math in his head, having a good time. So, by the time I feed this weekend, we should have performance beef back, point scale. Otherwise, I'm really not gonna like my life. You don't realize how amazing performance beef is until you like have to go without it. Because it took me forever to convince him to actually commit to it. And now that he's on it, and just like a ton of people that have it, they're like, I don't know how I ever lived without it. And that's essentially like truth right there. So we just had to get an adapter so it talks, and yeah. So I got morning chores done. I got the Bluetooth scale hooked up, ready to rock. We did use it on this last load for the fat cattle. It's really fun to see 2 feeder wagons just sitting here. All right, we are on Saturday and I am feeding, and it is actually going pretty well. I got 2 cow loads done. We only have 3 loads now, and I think we'll get down to 2. We gotta go get fats fed, which can be a bit of a challenge with this tractor and the wagon. It wants to kill and die, so hopefully I don't kill it. We'll see what happens. But it's going well, and I like it a lot so far. Oh my gosh, I didn't kill it. Impressed with myself. I thought that was gonna be so bad. And you're gonna be along for all of it. I mean, my spread through the bunk was not great, but I didn't kill the tractor and I still had some feed left, so it's not the end of the world. Now, can I do it again without killing the tractor? Come on. There we go. Gotta go up high to get her down low. Dare I say I was better than Dad yesterday? He's gonna watch this video and laugh, but it's true. It is true. We like it. Obviously this is like day 2 of officially feeding with it, but it's my first day feeding with it and I really like it. It's nice not to have the stress of this lovely thing, and the discharge auger on the side door here is flush, so I don't have to worry about the other one. It would like catch gates if you got too close. This one handles really nice, it unloads nice, you know, you gotta get that comfort zone of RPM so you don't kill the tractor, but we do have a little 125 on here, so, you know, it's not really a surprise. Well, folks, we did it. She's gonna beep at me. Hey, now that she's done beeping, because I got her in happy mode of everything that it wants, I scooted the seat forward, that was fun. But, like I said, I like it. It went well. I gotta turn the scale off. Our scale situation is not ideal, perfect yet either, but we got performance beef and a Bluetooth scale going, so I'm gonna count that as a win. We just have it sitting here right now, so, and it needs to be zeroed. I gotta play with some settings in here, but we just got it going enough that it works to feed. It works with performance beef, so we can use the iPad. You may have noticed that I am actually in a long sleeve shirt today, so that doesn't tell you that our weather is a little bit better. No longer in the multiple days of 110 heat index, and everyone is very happy to have it that way. I'm happy this morning was actually kind of chilly, but way better. Way better than it was. That was brutal. Most of our livestock handled it just fine. Other than that, just gotta get them back up on feed now because the steers went completely off feed. The heifers did now at the end, but not terrible. It was miserable, but Sunday feeding is done. Did not feed the heifers yet. That was just sitting on the wagon, on the mixer. They gotta clean up just a little before that goes sour. So we'll probably feed them this afternoon. But we don't need to waste feed. Feed's expensive. Probably not as smooth as yesterday, which is kind of weird because it was day 2, but got her done. They're fed. Happy Sunday. We'll see what tomorrow looks like when Dad's back feeding for the second time. Because now I've used it more than once. More than him. Were you stuck in the office? Good morning. It is Monday. Duh. I got the drone out, so you'll get some drone footage. Good stuff? Yep. We haven't, you know, made a decision or anything yet, but we're liking it. Talked to Dad briefly. He's busy doing things, so not interested in this, the deaf and the skid loaders being dumb. He said he just has to untrain himself with a few things, and he's got things that he loves and he's got things that he's struggling with, but that's why we're gonna demo it for a while and figure it out. Good morning. It's Tuesday. We're seeing how much we can fit on this mixer to see if we can get the entire barn in a shot. And it's all on. We just got to get syrup now on top. It wasn't sitting level, so it didn't mix perfect, but it did mix pretty well for having that much fluff in it. We'll see how she turns out, but she's full. Just some hay sitting on the side since it wasn't sitting even. There's room on the right side, so it is important that they sit on level ground. Mixing. Definitely won't be able to do this long term, but tried it. Not bad. All right, let's check out the uniformity. This is the very first drop. Oh, that was my face you just licked. Oh, that was fun. This is about a third of the way down. Halfway. And all the way at the end. Same exact consistency. So, consistency-wise, it mixed all the way down. Incredibly, like, consistent. There's not an ounce of dry hay anywhere in the bunk that we just dumped in. So, even when you max out the volume, folks, it still mixes consistently. So, somehow I forgot this part. But until next time, we'll see you then. Thanks for watching and let me know if you have any questions.